The report that's being launched today is called Between State and Market and looks at how protection gap entities address catastrophic risk, which is growing in the world. Thank you all for coming away from pubs, cold beer and football screens. I appreciate that it's a hard act to follow, but I and my colleagues here have done some interesting research. We've got a great panel, so let's hope we make it worth your while, this sacrifice.
I want to commend Paula and her team for a very insightful and timely piece of work. Many of you will know Paula from her previous work on the global reinsurance industry. She and her team have since been collecting data on how governments and markets around the world can better work together to address the growing threat of catastrophic risk.
We may be living in a dangerous place, but if we worried about it, we'd go mad. And I think it's extremely difficult to change that mindset. Things that seem completely obvious to us on the outside.
What's important for us is that governments have the finances in place and understand their risks and own their risks to allow them to respond more quickly when disasters happen.
We've been studying 13 of these organisations all around the world, and they are entities that have come together to marry market solutions to socio-political problems like devastation after flood, devastation after earthquake. What we're looking at is what are the entities that have been set up that will release global capital in the aftermath of disaster to help people get back on their feet and rebuild.
And as the report cited, in a sense, $1 of disaster relief received almost immediately following an event has far more utility than the resources that will be provided 6 or 7 months later.
Very minor changes in climate so threaten these populations, and that maybe a bond of $10 million can make a significant difference. I mean, $10 million, that's a small amount. People have houses worth that, and yet that can make a difference to a population. So I think I also found that very challenging to understand just how much we need to start joining the dots of this global system.